Good morning, friends. Good morning, everybody. How are you? How are you? Trying to fix this. Hope your day is off to a great start. I will, happy April 2nd to all of you. I pray that all is well with you guys. I'll wait a second and see who gets the notification. Channel Healing Tea Talk if this is your first time. Although if you're here, I'm pretty sure this is not your first time being here. So, welcome back. Good morning to you guys, or good afternoon, good day, wherever you are in the world. Hope that you guys are doing good. All right, guys. So, what I want to do today is a little bit different. I'm experimenting with the energy. And one of the things I'm realizing, hi there, anointed. One of the things I'm realizing is that it's one thing to tell people things, give them information, but it's another thing to demonstrate it. And so, daily, as I seek guidance and clarity about my own purpose, this is sort of my platform to experiment. Hi, Mimi. And so, today I want to fool with the energy a little bit of our time together. And so, one of the things that I do in the morning, hi Jared, is I always talk about meditating, and I should not assume that people meditate or know what to do to meditate. Or a lot of times people's minds are racing, especially now. If you start your day with the news, that really can change your. It can set the course of your day. It can set your mind. And your mind is so powerful, friends. It can, um, as a man thinketh, so is he. So if you subscribe to, whether you subscribe to the Bible or Napoleon Hill or the Law of Attraction or Abraham Hicks, whatever your, whatever reaches you in your soul, what is consistent is that mind, getting your mindset together, uh, is critical to your well-being, how your day goes, how you feel, right? Because what we think about, we bring about. So if you're worrying, if you start your day being worried or anxious, um, it can set the course of your day. Okay. And then what happens is, because you're not centered inside, you're really reliant on outside factors to center you. Sometimes that works, sometimes it does not. And really, the only way to really center ourselves is to start your day sort of going inward, which is, um, or just settling your nerves. And so that could start with a deep breath. Okay. So I don't know how many of you have actually taken a deep breath today, but I'm going to give you an opportunity, if you're watching this, to do this now. Alrighty. So all you do, obviously, is just inhale, exhale all of that worry, concern. Inhale, hope and possibilities. Exhale, worry, concern, doubt. Inhale, hope. Exhale, worry, doubt, and unbelief. It gets fresh air in your lungs, friends, but it also affects our mindset. The other thing that I hope that you can do before we do a reading is decide what you believe. Okay. Um, so, my question is, do you believe, if your concern or worry is about you personally, do you believe you're going to get through this? Just a just a question. You can write down your answer. You can think about your answer. But just notice how you feel when I ask that. Like, do you believe we're going to get through this? Or you're going to get through whatever you're going through? If the answer is yes, then the issue is more the meantime. It's like, well, I do believe I'm going to come out of this. So what do I do in the meantime, right? Um, and so that's more so the issue. So we've decided how we're going to feel. We've decided what we believe, right? We've decided that um, I believe there's going to be a decent outcome, right? Maybe you don't know everything that'll happen, but you could know, I know I'm going to do everything that I can do to come through this successfully. And so deciding what we believe is a big, it sets our intentions, okay? So when we worry does not add days, minutes, hours to anything that's going on. Worry doesn't do that. Worry almost paralyzes you because when you worry, you're thinking, right? Something you're thinking about may stop you in your tracks. Some of you may still keep going, but you're worried. There's a loop that you get stuck in, okay? But being concerned or taking something seriously, usually that's different. When we take something seriously, there's usually behaviors that follow that, a plan of action, right? So, the coronavirus, for example, for those of us who worry about it, we're we're scared, we're anxious, we're fearful. There's something we believe. We believe it can be deadly, but it also cannot be deadly. It depends on your physical makeup. Um, Taking it seriously, though, is when you plan things that um, are either preventative, precautionary, or show that you are um, interested in preserving your life and the life of others. Okay, so the reason I'm mentioning this to you guys is because one of the things I want to create, and I'm admittedly doing this experimenting in real time, but I want you to set your intention. If you don't do that, when you come to my channel, my intention is that you feel better. That is my intention. When I start my days doing things to make me feel better. My intention when I come on here is to help you also feel better. Okay. And so one of the things I'm sort of learning and letting spirit guide me is to help guide you into feeling better. So I want you to decide and visualize the outcome you want. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I want you to think about what you want. Just take a minute. You could be at work. You could be at home. You could be wondering what my hair is doing. You could be thinking she's totally lost it. Look at that. Why did she wear that hair today? It was cute yesterday. Today, I don't know what it's doing. But anyway, I want you to visualize the outcome you want. Before we start this reading, I want you to be intentional about your life. I want you to know sincerely, I want to feel better. I want to be at peace. But I want you to decide that. Don't let the cards aren't deciding that for you. I need you to decide that. If you know you want to be happy, I want to be at peace. I want to experience joy for the rest of my day. I want to be able to eat a tuna sandwich without having digestive issues. Whatever it is that you want, I need you to own it right now. Own what you want. Own what you want to come out of this reading. set your intention. And I don't know if other readers give you the chance to do that. But what I do know is that I've decided what my faith is, right? And what I have learned in this very short amount of time doing tarot is that whatever I come to these readings with, oftentimes the cards follow suit. It's not the other way around. And so I'm a very, sometimes we get a little shocked or surprised. But my intention is for you to leave these readings encouraged, to leave these readings understanding what you believe better, understanding that you have a choice to make in this as well. Hi, Carmen. So I'm experimenting with the energy, but I want you to be focused. I want everybody to get their intention together before we do this reading. What is it that you want deep down? I know some people would be like, it's a person. Okay. But the thing with that is you don't know what all comes with a particular person. But we all fundamentally want peace. We all fundamentally want happiness. We all fundamentally want joy. And I just saw 11:22 on my clock. So what I want you to approach these readings with is understanding that you fundamentally want peace, happiness, joy, stability. Those are things we ultimately want. And what we're seeking is guidance a little bit on the meantime. How do we get there? How do we get there, Father? How do we get to these places? And then we make choices. Hi, tempered Leo. Then we make choices each day that get us closer to our how we want to feel. If I want to feel stable, if I want to feel at peace, then I make the choices that make me feel that way, right? And so, for some of us, that could be watching less news and watching more funny things. Um, that changes our cell structure when we laugh, right? So there are certain things that we can do to make our dreams come true. That rhymed, didn't it? There are things that we can do to make our dreams come true. And it starts one with intention. So what I want you to do, those of you who are faithfully a part of my world, is to approach these readings understanding that our intention is to be stable, to have peace, to have joy. We decide that before we even turn on or click on this video or this YouTube channel, right? We've decided what we want to see for our lives, and then the cards follow suit depending on where we are. But I just want you to empower you that you can decide as the day when you open your eyes and give thanks for being alive one more day, decide how you want to feel. And then we make choices that follow suit, right? For sure. For sure. For sure. So I'm experimenting. Hi, Tamara. So I'm experimenting with the energy. I'm experimenting with this hair. Uh, I'm doing a lot. But I'm giving myself that liberty and that freedom to evolve. And I'm passing that energy on to you. Give yourself the freedom to evolve into whatever the best version of yourself. This is a great opportunity and a time to do it. Very little judgment in the world right now, right? Much more compassion and understanding for some people. But I'm giving myself the freedom and liberty to evolve because you know what? My intention is to make you feel better. I want you to feel better. Not only better, I want you to feel your best. I want you to feel your best. And part of that has nothing to do with me. Part of that is just encouraging you to empower yourself. Like, God, I want to feel my best today. I don't want to be stressed out. I don't want to have anxiety and fear. So what can I do? I can take a second and I can breathe deeply. I can breathe in possibility. I can see what that feels like, right? I can release concerns, right? I can decide that if, God forbid, I only have 2 months left, a week left, I'm not going to do it in fear. I'm going to do it laughing and feeling joy and happiness, right? So Worry is a state of being we don't have to be in. Sometimes anxiety overtakes us. I'm perimenopausal. Anxiety can grab me and shake me like this sometimes. But I do have to talk to myself and say, well, what is the fear about? What am I fearing will happen? And if it happens, what's that Bible verse where they were, I can't remember the people, but they were like, if I perish, let me perish. I think it's in Esther. It's like confront your fears sometimes head on, because as long as you have a place where you say, as long as this doesn't happen, I'm okay. Don't you know that life, the enemy, the universe is going to take you right to that place each time to your threshold? Yeah, for real. But when you say, you know what, I'm just determined to live as much of life happy as I can, then that's is for you to feel better. My intention is for you to be empowered and own the fact that you can feel better before I flip a card over. If that's not for you, then this channel may not be for you. But I'm going to empower you. I certainly, if we, because here's the thing, friends, whether it's this reading or the news, if you are a person who is relying on external forces to give you your confidence, you're going to do this. I promise you. Depending on what, if you're waiting to hear what the Surgeon General says, if you're waiting to hear what Dr. Fauci, and I love him dearly, or Andrew Cuomo, who I also like a lot, if you're waiting on them, what they say to offer you peace, you are giving too much of your power away. You need to wake up knowing I'm going to be in peace. I'm going to be in peace today. I'm going to be in peace. Come to these readings maybe with a sense of, God, what do I do in the meantime? What do I do in the meantime? Because I've already decided I'm going to live in peace. I've already decided that I'm I've already decided I'm going to smile. I've already decided I'm going to wear a face mask. I'm going to do everything I can to be healthy, strong, and safe. And then after that, I give it to you. But I'm not waiting to decide if I'm going to be happy. I'm not waiting to decide if I'm going to be at peace. Those are things we're settling before we even approach a reading. Right? Just nod your head right. Because that's the energy that I'm putting out there. Absolutely. Okay, so look, new love, new love, new love. Embrace an opportunity for love in your work. That's what I'm doing. Embrace an opportunity for love in your work prospects or for spiritual growth. Interesting, isn't it? Because some people, it's a person. But I'm going to tell you something. A person cannot offer you internal peace. How many times, if you've been alive longer than 25 years, I'll give you that. You've experienced being with people. You can be lonely in a crowd of people. You can literally be in a relationship and not feel at peace, not feel secure, and not feel loved. And nothing be wrong, because that's an internal work. So this card is talking about embracing opportunity for love in your work prospects or spiritual growth. Some of you are going to experience after today a new love, if you watch this far, a new love for yourself, a new love for life. You'll see life in a completely different way the more you love yourself and decide, I'm going to be happy. So new love is there, friends. Also, we have do something for someone else. There is a psychological term called helper's high. Look it up, Google it. It's a chemical reaction in our brain when we do things for other people. That happens. Okay? And so when we do something for someone else, it gets our mind off of us and helps with issues like depression and sadness. Okay? So this card is about doing something for somebody else, giving your attention to someone else other than yourself. When we focus on ourselves more, we we really expand our issues. Okay? So if you are constantly dwelling on your situation, your problem, it's going to be larger. But when you do something for someone else, you will notice you start to feel better. It's a psychological phenomena. So Google helpers high when you get a chance. But do something for somebody. All right. Okay. let's get, okay, so from this, I'm gonna shuffle this, but I'm gonna shuffle this deck. This is the notes from the universe deck. I'll shuffle it 3 times and then share the guidance with you. So again, friends, we've decided this is what we're doing in the meantime, not if we're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. You need to believe you're going to be okay. This is sort of, what do I do in the meantime between now and everything else? Hi, LaShonda. How are you, babe? Right? Absolutely. Oh, I love this. Look at this, friends. Time for a love fest. Time for a love fest. Now, the guidance on this card says everyone is reasonable. They just have their own reasons, right? And it's usually worth trying to learn what they are to maximize chances of a full-blown love fest. I love this because there is an understanding that needs to be created. Now, this could be your understanding of the world or your understanding of someone else. But when that understanding is created, it causes fear and anxiety to dissipate. So if you understand the reason why someone does something, if you understand the reason why we need to do something, it brings that anxiety level down. And that's what this card is about. Learning, seeking to understand, then first to be understood. All right? Good deal. You're on a roll, Spirit. And if they loved you once, they still do. And this is being thankful for every single time you ever fell in love, whether or not it was obvious, whether or not it lasted, and whether or not you were loved back. It did change everything. Alrighty. So yes, friends, for some of you, I just saw 2222. For some of you, there's a person you're wondering about. Do they love me? Do they still have feelings for me? Um, some of you may be feeling an urge to do something for somebody else. If you do, I think that's beautiful. It helps to get your mind off of you, and it helps you to really see the interdependence of humanity that we have. You be the solution that somebody needs. Okay. For some people, there could be a new love. We'll do the spread and see. But we also have here, keep it simple. I love this. It says, old souls use words very sparingly, except, of course, for I, love, thank you, wow, now, and cool. Wow, I love you now. Which sounds much better than wow, now I love you. Sequence is important, friends. So I feel like there's a wisdom that comes with age, and it's usually simple is better. The older people get, I'm a witness. I'm not old, but I'm older than I used to be. I'm in my late 40s. Sometimes simple is good. You don't need a lot of fanfare. You begin to realize as you mature and you age how little you need to be happy. Your health and a little Netflix, and you could do okay. Alrighty. So this is about keeping it simple. This could be your words. This could be advice. This could be how someone is interacting with you. They're using their words sparingly. It could be an age difference or someone older than you. But regardless, the point is that there is some level of simplicity, I believe, that offers peace. For some people, it's just going to be a simple I'm sorry. Forgiveness is here, or I forgive you. Okay? All right, so let's do the spread, friends, and find out. Hi, Alban. How are you? All right, so let's do a spread and find out what this is about. All right, so let's get the overall energy for this particular reading. Having decided what we believe already. Having your mind, friends, what you believe. You believe you're going to be okay. You believe God is good. You believe something. Come to the table with what you believe already. All right, beautiful. So, The first card out is the Page of Wands. Pages bring messages or information. Pages also indicate a desire to start something new. And the Magician is here, which is a creative energy. So some of you definitely feel inspired to create something new. The Magician is all about possibility. The energy of the Magician is there's hope, there's possibility. You know you can manifest something. You know you can create something. The Pages of Wands, Wands energy is our fire energy, which is also about creativity. Thank you, all band. So what this is showing me, friends, is that many of you have the ability, there's something new that you want to start. Some of you, you're giving someone else a message of hope, right? For some of you, and it's simple, pages aren't complicated. This is a very simple energy. There's one wand in his hand. Some of you have just a very simple idea that could bring peace, hope, and comfort to people. You could be thinking about how to do it, but see how on this Magician card, there's every element. There's our cups, which is our emotion, our rods, which is our in feeling inspired, our inspiration. We have our pentacles, which is our physical manifestation of money. And then we have here our swords, which is our thought process. Friends, I'm telling you, what you think about, you can bring about. You can manifest hope. You can manifest a product, a service. You can manifest a lot of different things. And that's really what this energy here is all about. Okay? Having the ability to create and keeping it simple. Okay? This card, this Eight of Pentacles, talks about being focused and diligent, being consistent. Okay, so I feel like some of you really are working hard on something. There's something that you're being consistent with. There's something that you're devoted to. That's what this also is about, right? Something could have your attention and you're focused on it. Some people are focused on solutions, which I find very beautiful and wonderful. Some people are still working very hard at work, like literally day to day. Your day to day hasn't maybe changed much. This is like, it can be mundane energy, but what I'm feeling more so than mundane is consistent energy, which is amazing because consistency equals success. Don't you give up. Keep being consistent. Keep being consistent. All right. So let's see what the potential challenge could be, or growth opportunity, as I like to say. Potential growth opportunity. Interesting. So this is a Hierophant. This is about our moral compass, our belief system, right? Understanding what you believe. This sometimes refers to our all band. I appreciate you. Appreciate you dearly, friends. I'm glad you're here, by the way. I love your energy and thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. So in the challenge, for some of you, it's wondering about a commitment. Some of you are wondering, can I create new love? Is it going to manifest for me? Will it happen? I would challenge you to, what is it that you're thinking about? If you believe it can happen, it most certainly can happen. It most certainly can happen. What I will ask you to consider maybe is not getting real specific on who that is, but knowing it can happen for you. That's the power in this belief. So your challenge for some of you is, what do I believe? If you have a specific person in mind, I would ask you to, that's the power of releasing. And if you're familiar with the law of attraction, you'll be okay. You'll understand what that is. So it's the power of releasing. Okay. But this is what's in it's your belief system about partnership, belief system about what's coming towards you. The Nine of Pentacles here is very successful. Some of you are wondering if what you're creating will create financial stability for you. It will if you believe it. Okay. So for some of you, there could be a person returning back to you. I do see a Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is also about being very determined. very focused, and it can be about a person returning back to you. All right. All right. So let's take a look at this foundational energy. I feel like for some of you who do want to begin a new friendship, a new relationship, a new partnership, a business idea, or something like that, keep it very simple. Do not overcomplicate it with a lot of details. Just keep the main thing the main thing. Okay? If that's an apology, then keep it simple. Don't go into a whole lot of, well, what I meant to do was, and here's the reason why. Get to the heart of the matter, right? Which is, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. So, what is the foundational energy? Underlying emotion, Holy Spirit. So, the Page of Swords is here. This is about when we're it's air energy, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, but it's about when we're looking for answers or understanding. Now, a lot of times the Page of Swords is when you're looking for answers or understanding externally, like social media. All right. So what this is making me feel like is maybe somebody saw something that made them sad. Like, um, there was a, what is that quote? I don't know who told me this, but it's like when you go looking for something, you find it. And so I feel like there's potential for misunderstanding if you go looking for something and you don't have the full picture and you don't understand what you're looking at. So even if it's on social media or you see someone in a picture with someone else on social stuff in this Five of Cups energy, which is being sad, being down, because you really don't have a full understanding of what it is that you're looking at, right? And so the Four of Swords is like when a person is really meditating on it. It's like, you know what else is coming to me, friends, is when we self-diagnose. I don't know if you're like me, but there are people who, WebMD is our physician office. It's our primary care physician. So some of you are doing a lot of research online. And the more you research and watch on TV, it'll ease up off of some of that. Okay. If what you're watching, seeing, talking about does not increase your vibration and make you happier, then I would say it could be too much of it. We all know that too much of anything can become toxic. Too much vitamin C can become toxic, right? Too many vitamins. So it's the same thing with what you consume as far as social media, gossip, news. Too much of that can make, I'm looking at here, somebody consuming too much. The, the danger in that, as I said before, and I understand what it is that you're looking at. So keep, so I have the Justice card here. That could be Libra. Judgment card, but you didn't have all the facts, is what I'm getting. Okay. Yeah, it did buffer, friends. Thank you for your patience. We have a house full of people trying to use Wi-Fi for TV, readings, everything else. So, so thank you for your patience and bearing with me. So I haven't moved any further along. I'm working on now. The next step is the outcome, and we'll get some clarifiers. Okay. So let's get the air future and clarifiers. Thank you guys for hanging in there and sticking with me through some buffering issues. All right. And so for the outcome is beautiful. Beautiful. The Six of Wands and the Ace of Wands. Friends, this is such a beautiful creative energy. It's a beautiful energy. It's feeling inspired. This is something new. This is a passionate connection. This is a person who gets a lot of recognition. The Sun card was here earlier. Could be dealing with a Leo friends, but this is beautiful energy. Um, People will wish they maybe stuck around for the outcome. So I feel like there is a beautiful, successful ending that could add a, you could be a little stressed out about it. Lots of fire energy, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. But there is a divine connection, friends, that is passionate. I believe a high level of reciprocity here with the Six of Pentacles. This is, hi, Carrie Ann. How are you? So this is very nice. Very nice. Things are balanced. It's a very balanced energy. Um, it could be, that could be financially, emotionally, or what have you. Very nice. And I also see the Queen of Wands, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo as well, friends. So this feels really good. Lots of fire in this. So it doesn't mean you're dealing with a fire sign as much as it's the energy of it. I feel like you guys could be meeting or dealing with a very confident person, or this is the energy that you are in, being extremely confident, being willing to go after what you love or express the love. Definitely lots of feelings of love and passion for someone. Um, Enough to where you'd like to act on it for sure. Enough to where you would like things to grow and expand with this Empress card here. And you are, yes, definitely communication. The Ace of Swords and the Eight of Wands speaks to proactive communication, a very clear thought process, knowing what you want to do, doing something for somebody else that you love, or communicating your feelings for sure for someone, letting them know that you care about them, how you feel about them. It's really, really nice. Being very decisive. That can also be true about a career path where you are certain, becoming more and more sure about what a path consists of. Okay? So let's get clarifiers. And thank you, LaShonda, for your donation. I love you. I appreciate you. All right. So what's Page of Wands and the Magician? We are clarifying your overall energy, friends. I love this, the Hierophant. I feel like somebody is being very true to their convictions. That's Taurus. We saw this card in your fears. But I feel like, and the Queen of Wands is here. Okay, so from a practical standpoint, the glare, because I'm outside and I'm facing clearly the wrong way. uh, it could bring some. Some of you could be in. Yeah, the buffering is real. So, okay. Wow. Okay. So it looks like a couple people are still hanging around. So clarifying this crowning energy, friends. It does look like somebody maybe who was shut out or where there was an ending. If you need resources or help, I do feel like someone is coming to your rescue. There is someone who could be coming to help you. And I do see things moving towards a calmer, peaceful place of existence for you. In a different scenario, there could be a person, it could be the same scenario, but I do see It could be dealing with a young air sign, Gemini, Libra,